Hey, are you moving to Green Bay, Wisconsin? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the village of Hobart and how awesome it is. We're actually going to do a map tour video about a week ago or so. Recently, I did a walking vlog tour of Hobart, but today I'm going to I'm going to pull out the map and I'm going to break this down for you. That way you know the distances to get to groceries, get to Lambeau Field if you want to go watch a Packers game or an NFL game, and as well as other amenities in the area. So with that being said, let's get started. What is going on, everybody? So just like I said in the intro video, we're going to get right into this map tour. And this is going to be a follow-up to the one video I did about Hobart, where I did my little walking vlog. I'm thinking of probably re-recording it because it was just so windy. And there's a lot more to cover in Hobart, but that's not as much as the other places that I will go through in the future, such as Bellevue and Howard and things like that. So without further ado, I'm going to be right here. Here's my computer. So I'm going to be looking at that, and you will be seeing that in the rest of the screen. So let's get in there. All right, Cheesesteak Rebellion. By the way, this is totally random. That place is good. All right. So, Hobart, Wisconsin. So, if you guys had a chance to go check out that video that I did, Hobart, I kind of talked about Hobart a little bit and how it's been really growing. Like this has been right now, I think it's technically a village, but literally 10 years ago, or not even 10 years ago, in 2010, it was all farmland. All farmland. I was even here in 2010. I got here in 2014, and I didn't even know what Hobart was until maybe 2, 3 years after living here. So, Hobart, actually, let's type it in, see what we get for it. Hobart. I'm hoping it's going to outline it. All right. There's Hobart right there. All right, so you see this entire area that's kind of in a funny shape. And what it looks like it's all farmland, right? This all looks like farmland. You have a good portion of the airport in Hobart, and I actually didn't even know that. I thought that was still a Schwabenon. And I thought the casino was technically in Oneida, but I guess it's part of a Schwabenon. I This is the first time I learned this. Look at that. So here's Hobart, and as you can see, Hobart looks like just a lot of farmland. All right, just a lot of farmland. But you would be mistaken to think that that's all it is, because honestly, it is growing extremely quickly. So when I did my video, I covered this area right here. Yeah, Howard still I mean, not Howard, Hobart. Howard is right next to it. So even at the opening scene on my video, where you can see like my drone going up, and you can see Howard across the highway is right on the other side. But yeah, here you got Thornberry Creek. That's a golfing resort. Not a resort, but a place to golf. You can tell I'm not a big golfer. So they've got a couple dog parks, and it just continues all the way down to like the edge of like the pier in Lawrence. And Lawrence is another one, but this is kind of like between Lawrence, Oneida, De Pere. Um, that's where this kind of tips into. Little Rapids. I'm just curious to see how. Oh, this goes a little past De Pere. Okay, a little past De Pere. All right. So this is what I was talking about right here. All of this is a lot of luxury apartments and a lot of homes and things like that. So when a lot of the really, really big expensive homes, you'll find them right here on Prairie School Drive. And that's exactly where I was walking at. That one portion, when I got out, here's a little community pool, Prairie School Drive, all these homes, huge driveways. I want to see if I got a. Well, I don't think they really. Yeah, let's drop the little guy down here so you can see. Yeah, look at that. This, of course, was already done when I recorded the video. As a matter of fact, I actually did a video on this house. Um, it's not going to be on my channel right now. It's not visible just because I'm trying to keep the channel to strictly relocation stuff. But if that is something you want to see, I can certainly just let me know and I will send you the link for you to view because it's still up. It's just hidden, I guess I would say. So that's how these homes in this area look. Very beautiful, very big. On average, at the very bottom, you're looking at like at least $600,000. At least all of these, all of these. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Even this one's still under construction. I know who lives here. I know who lives there. All right. I can't tell you guys who, of course, because that would be kind of weird. So some of the things that we have here, Scott Subs, dude. That place is a good sandwich place. So this entire area, you have an assisted living here. Um, these are all homes right there. I do believe these are all HOA though, as well. If that is something that you're looking for, ding, 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 this is definitely going to be one of the places for you to look into. But if not, you do have more homes that are even more country or more rural, like down these roads on Creek Valley Lane, um, and all these other little back streets and stuff like that. From what I've been reading, um, the goal for the village of Hobart is to literally create its own downtown. So you can already see right now they have their own bar, D2. That's like the third D2. There's a D2 in actually not too far from the airport. So if the airport is, where's the airport? Where's the airport? These people want to see the airport. Okay. So the airport's right here. So the other one should be like around here. Packed away. There should be another D2. There it is. D2. There's other D2. And then the other one is right by Lambeau Field. So back to what I was saying. So they got a D2 there. They got a barbershop. They got Scott Subs. And actually, they're currently doing construction like in this area right here or one of these two. And they're building a bank as well. And I'm guessing that eventually this place, Maplewood Meats, is absolutely amazing, by the way. Great selection of meats. If you're into that, if you're into grilling, into smoking, I'm telling you right now, Maplewood Meats is probably one of the best meat places to go to in the entire city, hands down. Arby's across, but this is technically Howard out over here. But take a couple roundabouts and you're in there. This is located right on the highway 29, and another map tour video I did before I talked about how 29 will take you from the city center of Green Bay all the way out, all the way out to Minnesota, to Minneapolis. 29 will take you. So you have great access there to the highway. Even though in the video that I was talking about, I only really covered this area, all of this is a very, uh, I guess I would say, affluent type of, not all of it, but a lot of, you will find a lot of luxury homes in this area. Hobart, places in Lawrence is where you would typically, and even out in Ledgeview and then Bellevue as well, you would find a lot of Packer players will buy their homes in those areas because of that. Because one, it has some land, it's not so deep in the city, and it's also very nice. It's very nice. So I'm gonna zoom in on a couple of these to see if we could catch a glimpse of some of these homes. Let's see this one over here. Let's see this one right here. This one looks like it might be good. Well, that's a nice little home. But you could tell this has some acreage here. You could tell this thing has some acreage. Hmm, what's another Pine Tree Road? Let's that's a major street down through this area. Let's drop the buddy over here. I'm gonna call him the buddy. Oh well, we can't see it because it's blurred out. So maybe we could see something over here. No. Well, see, there's a lot of homes of this is. Oh yeah, this one's a pretty nice one right there. See, if this is the type of home that you would love, being surrounded by trees, things like that, a lot of acreage, but not being too far from the city because where are we on? Quiet Lane. Isn't that Quiet Court? Isn't that funny, the name of it? Because it's definitely quiet. But you're still not far at all from all the action. You're still right there in the city. This is about maybe 15, 20 minutes to the city. So some of the grocery options, right? If you got to do grocery shopping at this moment, like I was mentioning a little earlier, they don't have something for groceries right in Hobart. But since Hobart stretches out so far, you got Woodman's that's in Howard over here. Where's it at? We're by the highway. This is Woodman's right here. Oh, Menards, a little Woodman's, perfect. And when I started my video on the Howard, Wisconsin one, I was literally recording like right over here in this section. Let's see if I go back over there. Yeah, I was standing. Oh, let me go back a little more. I was like standing like right here. No, right here. Yeah, yeah. Well, somewhere here. I was in this area. So this is Woodman's. Woodman's is it's awesome. It's an awesome grocery store. Uh, very cost effective as well. I enjoy going there, especially get some rice and stuff like that. Oh, did I get into the parking lot? Yeah, look, I got into the parking lot. Woodman's. I can't remember they're open 24 hours. Oh, they are open 24 hours. Yeah, look at that. 24-hour grocery store, and it's very convenient. I don't know if they truly still are 24 hours ever since COVID, because it was kind of like with Walmart. It used to always be 24 hours, and now suddenly it's not. So I'm not 100% sure if Woodman's truly is still 24 hours or not, but I think it is. I really do. All right. So this is going to be one of the shopping options that you have here for living in Hobart. Same thing, Menards. If you guys are not from the Midwest, Menards is a big. It's similar to Home Depot and Lowe's, but it's a more of a, if I'm not mistaken, more of a Midwestern uh, home improvement store chain. So Menards is right over here. Oh yeah, we got an RV place right there. It's got its own gas station. Yep, this is all the Howard stuff. So 41 is right there. Meyer's right there if you guys do shopping at Meyer. Hobart to Lambeau Field. Let's see how long it takes. 11 minutes or 6.5 miles. So a big thing too that this will change. Oh, see, it's actually better, these paths that avoid the highways, because during home games, I'm telling you, the congestion on this highway, especially this exit right here by Cabela's, is insane. It's just insane. Like it has you coming down through here. You're gonna get caught up into some serious traffic here for sure. Um, Lambeau Field is gonna be just nuts. As a matter of fact, while they're preparing for the NFL draft this year, I was just watching on the news this morning that there are certain streets they plan on blocking off. They're going to block off Lombardi for a couple weeks. A lot of Oneida. Mike McCarthy Way is going to get blocked off. Uh, this little side street right here where the Brett Favre Steakhouse thing is at. Tony Canadeo run as well. All going to get blocked off because the NFL draft thing is going to have multiple stages and events and things going on. I think it'll be a cool experience to go check it out. I personally am not a big enough fan to go just to the NFL draft, but since it's already here, why not? I want to go check it out. Go do a little quick vlog about it. I think it'll be a cool experience. All right. All right, back to Hobart. So how far is Hobart from the airport? Of course, that's going to be a few minutes, probably less than a few minutes. And it depends what side of Hobart you are. But let me go back to the grocery stores because I'm getting a little scatterbrained and I gotta get back. Gotta get it together. Gotta get some of that water. I don't want to get too parched while I'm talking and start coughing like a choke artist. Alrighty. So let's erase this. Can I erase this? Oh, perfect. Got it off. All right, so we talked about Harbor Freight 29. There we go. Here we are. So, actually, let me hit it again so I could see the boundary. So now when you're in this area, say you're more over here, you still got more options because, if you're closer towards, where's Mason Street? That's 29. Botanical Gardens right here. Okay, so if you're in this area, right, you're about West Point Road. This is Mason Street, West Mason. For grocery shopping, you have Walmart that's right here, and right next to it is Sam's Club. I don't know, it's not popular, but this is Walmart right here. This is Sam's Club right here. And then you have a couple little extra businesses like there's a sandwich shop chain, Schlotsky's, I believe that started off in Houston, Texas. And you got GameStop. Then you got O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Right here. And this is just a smaller uh, satellite campus, I guess I would say, or different campus of the Oneida Casino. So this is like the mini casino, while the big casino is right by the airport. Before we continue with this video, are you planning to move to Green Bay, but you're overwhelmed with the amount of things that you need to get done? You're not sure what things need to be done right now, and what things can be pushed off for a little bit. Well, I got something for you. My Green Bay relocation guide, which I finally finished, is now here. And in this guide, I break down things you need to do 3 to 6 months before you move here, such as making sure you know which neighborhood you want to go live in, having a plan, knowing what utilities you're going to use, 2 to 4 months, which shows which moving companies you need to have down and things like that. Make sure you download it. On one of these sides, you're going to see a QR code. Scan that QR code, and right there is going to take you to my link tree, which is going to be the link to download that guide, and it's also going to be in the description below if you are watching this on your phone. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and make sure you send this to somebody who is planning to move to Green Bay and you see that they look pretty overwhelmed. Now let's get back to the video. And this is technically in the city of Green Bay, so either way, you will be making a drive. Hobart is one of those places where you cannot get around without a vehicle. Most of Green Bay is like that. Most of Northeast Wisconsin is like that. You have to have a vehicle in order to get around. Even though, like I was mentioning earlier, the goal with Hobart is to have a walkable downtown. They want this to not need The goal first for you not to need to completely go every single time into the city to get all your basic needs and stuff like that. And that's great. And there's a lot of new construction going on in this area, um, because of course it's a lot of farmland that is being bought out and they're building. And of course, with more construction and more building, the lower prices eventually start to drop in home prices. So now let's go over here on this side. So once we're over here, by Fernando Drive, we are butted up. See, I thought this right here was still a Schwabenon. All this time, literally until now, me viewing this, all this time I thought this area right here was still a Schwabenon, but it's not. It's actually Hobart. So if you're right here, you take Main Ave, West Main Ave. Right here is a Schwabenon, actually. Okay, this is Hobart. Right here, it's a Schwabenon. And then once you cross, you're into the pier. So over here, you got a Festival Foods. Oh, no, 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 no. The pier starts. The pier starts on the other side of the highway. So you got Festival Foods right here. Got a couple gas stations and things like that. And you also got Walmart as well. Coming down Grant Street. Yep, another Menards. We talked about Menards already. Culver's, great fast food chain if you've ever had it. And Walmart. Hayes University. You know, I didn't know this was an actual physical place. I did my real estate course online through this university, and I had no idea it was an actual university until now. Wow, King. Well, it is what it is. Sand Acres Court. Yep, so we got Walmart, Menards over here. This used to be a warehouse for Shopko. Shopko used to be a local retail chain that went out of business a couple years ago, but I believe now it's being converted into something else. But we're not covering the period now, so we're talking about shopping. Okay? We're talking about shopping. Walmart and Menards for Midwest chain of like Home Depot and stuff like that. All right. So back into Hobart. I think there's actually a few different golf courses here. I want to see the homes over here because I remember a few times driving through here. Dang, look how big! Look at, you could see this from the satellite view. How big these look! Majestic Drive. Look at all that land. Yeah, you got neighbors, but they're not that close. You know what I mean? So if you want plenty of space for your pets, for your kids, your grandkids, for you to maybe, do some four wheeling and stuff. Not sure if you'd be able to pull it off here without some noise complaints, but you just may be able to. Like this guy has. This man has some acreage over here. Oh, is that a pool they had? Hold on. Let's look. Dang, look at that. They got their own backyard pool. So you have that. A lot of that is pretty common. Um, 652 Majestic Drive. Wow. I'm actually curious of where's my phone at? I gotta look this up real quick. Just out of curiosity, I want to know what the sale price was on that. Let's see. Pulling up my phone right now. Uh, 652 Majestic Drive. 652 Majestic. Is it really not popping up right now? No, it's not popping up, but I can only imagine the pricing on that thing had to be pretty hefty. All right. All right. So, what is it like to get to other places around Northeast Wisconsin? So, when I say Northeast Wisconsin, and this is something you'll hear a lot, especially while you're doing your research about moving to Green Bay and the cities around it, because Northeast Wisconsin counts as Green Bay, Appleton, even though Neenah it's its own city, it's I call Neenah and Menasha are separate cities, right? But they're so close to each other and so close to Appleton that it's almost like a De Pere is to Green Bay, because De Pere is technically a city, but Bellevue is not. It's a village. Hobart is a village. These are little towns. So that is what Neenah and Menasha are to Appleton. So Neenah, Menasha, Appleton, Kakana, Oshkosh, on to the even Fond du Lac counts as it. Even over here onto the lakeshore, Sheboygan, Cleveland, uh, Manitowoc. If you've ever watched Making a Murder on Netflix, this is where it takes place. Well, not technically in Manitowoc. They did a lot of stuff for the courthouse and everything, but this was right here in Old Michicot. Old Michicot. And guess what? You could go drive and take a look at it right from Green Bay because it's like maybe 35, 40 minutes away. All right. So to get to Milwaukee, if you want to go to a major city, something like that, Hobart to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's honestly almost a horse apiece. Right? You see, it gives me two options from 43 or 41, and I knew it. I always knew 41 took longer. I always knew it, and I just couldn't prove it. So, what's interesting, you see right here, how 41 and 43 both meet and intersect in Green Bay and Milwaukee. So, going through 41, you would be closer. You're technically closer over here. No one's going to take the streets to go. I mean, no, you could, because 172 is a highway. It's not like if you ever watched my map tour video about the highway system, how a lot of these aren't actually highways. 172 actually is a highway. So, okay, I can definitely buy that. So, honestly, almost a horse apiece because what? This is maybe 10, 15 minutes apart, right? 10-minute difference. And that depends also how you drive, um, things like that. That's to Milwaukee. So, you're looking at, on average, 2 hours. I'm just going to say that. Hour and 50 minutes to 2 hours. 2 hours to get down to Milwaukee. You might get there in an hour and a half, depending if you're flying doing 90 the whole time. Just got to watch out for State Patrol. State Patrol, they do have their favorite spots to go hunting in. If you guys ever go visit Chicago, um, all of Wisconsin right now, there is like zero tollways in Wisconsin. Zero tollways. So once I don't even know why I'm covering this right now in this video, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Every time I go to Chicago, right? Uh, where's it at? 94. You know, this whole stretch right here of 94. No, it should even be 94. 41. There we go. 41. Oh, because it merges with 94. 94 is right here, and 41 is right here, and it merges. There's a lot of state patrol that like to monitor this area, but all this area, Pleasant Prairie, that's like the last town before we cross into the Illinois. So this is what I do. Here's the turnoff, right? If you continue on 94, you are going to hit some tolls, right? But if you turn off and you take 41, because now it becomes like long roads, it would be the same exact path as if you were. Oh, that's not it. Oh, it's okay. It's right here. No, this is the right spot. Obviously, they can't just sit you on top of the highway, can they? Hold on. Yes, they can. All right. I want to go over here. I want to go over here. Come on, dude. It'll be right here. Yes. So, this is the bread and butter. You're coming up. We just passed the Welcome to Illinois thing. Um, and 94 continues on this way. And then you have this option to come down here. This way continues onto highway, and right here is technically an exit. But if you continue through here, yes, there's gonna be a couple stops and stuff like that. Yeah, look at that right there. That's it. It gives you plenty of ample space. Like each stoplight is about a mile apart, but you can go through this. Hold on, let me exit out so you guys can see the map. Where's my character? Right here. All the way down. All the way down. Taking 41. Past Gurney, and that's where Six Flags is. You just keep taking it all the way down until you hit Chicago without once ever hitting a tollway. Now you got to be careful once you're in Chicago because they do got some tolls depending if you're going towards, if you're going west towards the airport, you're going in another directions, they'll have it then. But to get back, you get on 94 and you find where 41 is, and you take the same exact path that you just took right through here. You avoid 94, tollway, no tollway. And you bring your happy behind all the way back up to Green Bay. And just like that, without once ever having to pay for tolls. And that's how I've always done it. And I'm thankful that Wisconsin does not have tolls. And I hope they never do. I hope they never do. I hope they never do. Another interesting fact about Milwaukee, as opposed to Green Bay, actually almost the rest of the state. Well, Milwaukee, probably Madison does too, but compared to Northeast Wisconsin, there's no emissions testing for your vehicle. So here, you do. The other major cities, you do. Green Bay is a major city. It's the third largest city in the state, but we do not require emissions testing. So you know those stickers that you'll have on your vehicle saying, "Oh, it passed a certain test" and stuff like that. Yeah, that's non-existent here. And you'll have people who straight pipe their cars and their trucks and stuff without a problem. Yeah, so there's that. So this all can. Let's see Wisconsin Dells. So it's marketed as the water park capital of the world, right? Wisconsin Dells. How far is that from here? From Hobart? A little longer. So about, you know, 2 hours, 15 minutes each one. Beautiful place to go to. Biggest thing, and if you guys go take a trip out there after you move out here and stuff, or even you just go visit there and you're in Green Bay or any of the Fox cities, this is considered the Fox cities because it's technically in a valley called the Fox Valley. All right. And then you got Green Bay and all of this, like I mentioned before, is all considered the Fox Northeast Wisconsin. If you're traveling to go down to the Dells, there is a little town. Where is it at? Oshkosh is by Fond du Lac. Okay, right here. Rosendale. If you ever come across this town, right, say you took this path to take the longer way, to come through Rosendale, I am telling you right now, You need to get under the speed limit ASAP because they are known. This police department is known for ticketing people going a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles over the speed limit. It was to the point that I remember that at some point when I went through the police academy years ago, it came up to, I believe, the Wisconsin Supreme Court, the fact that Rosendale, this little town, had more excuse me, had more speeding citations than the entire city of Milwaukee that has about 700,000 people and growing. This little town had more speeding tickets than that. So the Supreme Court obviously came down on them, to try to get them to, cut that out. But that's their way to make money, and it brings money into the community with citations. So if you are coming through, because this is one of the paths to get to the Dells, I'm telling you, you see Rosendale, think think about King said there's a town I need to watch out for when I'm coming down to the Dells. This is it. Rosendale. Please, 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 please save yourself the ticket. Please save yourself the ticket. Like, go as slow as you possibly can. And once you're out of that area, then hey, do you. But don't play with Rosendale. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Well, let's see if there's anything else here in Hobart. If you want to go to uh, Michigan, so Wisconsin, marijuana is not legalized in Wisconsin. If this is something that you're into and things like that, you will have to go other places, right? Such as either, I don't know if Minnesota allows it or not, but Michigan or um, Illinois. And Michigan is the closest part, is the closest place. So Menominee, let's say Menominee, Menominee, Michigan, and there's a few different Menominees. Um, they sound the same, and sometimes they're spelled differently. Don't get them mixed up. Pretty much an hour away. You could go an hour away, buy what you got to buy because they got dispensaries and stuff all over there. Do what you got to do. Just be careful, be careful, be careful. If you do keep it and you come back over into Wisconsin, because police do, they may or may not prey on that, right? They may or may not stop vehicles because they know it's happening, right? So it's against the law in Wisconsin to have, but it's not in Michigan. So keep that in mind. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much most of Hobart. Getting around Hobart, you need vehicles. Um, Hobart is a great place. If you want some peace and quiet, uh, great place for a lot of land. If you got ATVs, you got kids, things like that. Hobart is a beautiful place. And yeah, make sure, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it was very helpful for you. Just like I mentioned in the middle of the video, make sure you grab my Green Bay relocation guide. You're going to see the picture right here, and the QR code is going to be right here. This has helped so many people just like you looking to move to Green Bay that don't necessarily have a plan and a good idea of what things need to be established before you finally make your move out here. So make sure you scan that QR code. In that QR code is not only the Green Bay relocation guide, it's also my contact information that you just need to do one click to download, and as well as my calendar. My calendar link is there as well. If you want to book a time to actually chat with me, that I'm going to have really like a dedicated amount of time to sit down and chat with you personally. If you are not watching this on a TV or on a computer where you could scan the QR code, it's going to be in the link in the description below. It can either be under Green Bay Relocation Guide, uh, that link right there, Green Bay Relocation Guide, is going to take you to that link tree. That one link will send you to a hub of 3 other links, like I was mentioning before, where you could contact me by dialing my contact information, my calendar, as well as that Green Bay Relocation Guide. And I want to thank each and every one of you that have reached out to me already in the last couple weeks and the last couple months with needing help and organizing what you guys need to have organized and figuring out a plan for you guys to make your full move out here. I'm very grateful for you guys reaching out, and I'm very happy to help you out with that. So if you are somebody like that who was looking to move and you're not really sure, I'm telling you, I'm your boy, man. Reach out to me, hit me up, send me a text, give me a call, set up a time to chat with me, and I would even if you drop a comment in the comments, I read all the comments, I respond to them as well. So make sure you do that. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and send this to somebody that you know is moving here to Green Bay. So with that being said, I'm going to see you guys on the next video.